Good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Back to Montgomery on second down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw is Milton. Right side to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Come on. Hey. 19, 18.
Milton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are back within a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fast footwork by White. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense and receiver Jaden Reed headed onto the field. He's already made his presence felt in this one with his previous touchdown grab. And that's been the story of his season thus far as you take a look at the NFL's current leaders in touchdown receptions. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Lions now. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing is Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Gibbs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's Milton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throwing. Love. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. 3rd and 3. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lucas Van Ness drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. What a week ahead we have in store. Plenty to get to, so here we go. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And here it's the Seattle defense making the play. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. The Seahawks get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. Looking for a hole, finds one, and he hits the turbo. The Falcons get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Caleb Williams. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Bears get just their second win of the season. They improve to 2-4. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. To throw, it's Milton. Open man right side is St. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now Milton. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Jacobs. A solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On play action. Love to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2nd down and 4.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. In motion, the tight end. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here we go. Set wide. 95.
Again, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's taken in by Watson. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Play action this time with Love. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tui Pelotu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Love looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And its defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 8. A little under 2.5 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Love. That's taken in by Golden.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Love looking to throw it. Pass complete with Strepo.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Go. Fix the Eagles. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.